everyone. Oh my goodness, it's so lovely to see all your beautiful faces this evening. I'm so glad that you made it to our magical wonderland, Enchant. I'm Mrs. Claus, and you are all in for a wonderful surprise this evening. Tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mayor Bowser and the many students of DC. But first, we'd like to have a musical selection from the Stuart Hobson's Jazz Ensemble.
Good evening. The energy here tonight is amazing. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Michelle Leyva. I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Digital for Enchant Christmas. It is just an honor to be here tonight with our distinguished guests, the community, and special tonight is my eldest daughter, Savannah, here in the crowd. That is truly remarkably special for me. Tonight I have the privilege of sharing just a little bit of the Enchant story with all of you. I'm excited to share that. I've not had the chance to do that before in DC. So Enchant started in a young man's parents' backyard with a few chain link fence panels and some string lights, believe it or not. After building a robust lighting company in his hometown of Vancouver, Canada, Kevin wanted to create something for the community, and he had this light bulb moment, and it was the idea of a maze. So in 2016, the first Enchant Christmas was born. It was produced in Vancouver, and there was unprecedented turnout in that community. And there was also unprecedented rain. So Kevin set his sights on a more southerly location and produced the event in 2017 in Texas, in Dallas, Texas. After negotiating the deal with the Texas Rangers, they kindly hosted us in the parking lot outside of the stadium. There was amazing success that season. And in 2018, the Seattle Mariners came calling and they said, you know, we don't have a parking lot, but we do have a stadium. And they offered to put us in their stadium. And Seattle, it was just such a remarkable, remarkable year. You can kind of see how our evolution led to being here in this glorious stadium. In 2019, we were celebrated our first season in Nats Park. We were also in Tropicana Field that year in St. Pete. And despite the difficult impacts of the pandemic in 2019, Enchant has persevered and continues to grow, and this is largely due to the love and support that we feel in our communities around this country and in DC. So this holiday season, we are super proud to be producing the show in 7 different U.S. cities, including DC, now in its 4th season here at Nats Park. Over the years here in DC, we have seen on average of 250,000 guests per season come through Nats Park to experience the world's largest Christmas light maze. The results of these visits have been upwards of 33 million in economic impact each year, a figure we are very proud of at Enchant. This year, we are excited to announce that we will donate over 13,000 tickets to local community-based nonprofits, schools, community organizations, churches, and more. We're excited to announce a partnership with the DC Department of Parks and Rec to welcome over 250 kids in DC, about 60 of which are here with us today, in fact. We have also partnered with Washington Gas to sponsor our junior tickets for kids in DC. These initiatives combined equate to nearly $500,000 in community contribution here in Washington, DC. So tonight, as you wander through this world of wonder behind me, look up. The tallest tree is 100 feet tall and a work of more than 2 years of planful engineering to bring to completion. When you get into the maze, I like to tell people to be free. Wander, grab a cup of hot cocoa or a souvenir light bulb cup in the maze. You'll find a real ice skating trail, stunningly whimsical sculptures scattered about this particular maze, and more twinkling lights than you'll be able to count. Once you've taken in all the maze has to offer, head to the village. There is shopping aplenty, visits with Santa. You might find Mrs. Claus. And truly, you'll find that the spirit of the season is here at Enchant. So thank you for having us, DC. We wouldn't be in our 4th season here if it weren't for the support of this community. We are so grateful. So before we all run off into Enchant, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium the one and only Mayor Muriel Bowser. Thank you.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Michelle. And let's give a hand to our students, our cheerleaders, our bandmates, our supporters up front. We're so proud of you for doing your job, and that's going to school every day and representing us all well. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Holidays. It's great to be here at Nationals Park, isn't it? And I think I've been to each of the 4 Enchants here at Nationals Park. We enjoy it so much. The lights, the ice skating, and of course the hot chocolate. And I especially want to thank the Enchant team for the donation of tickets. The one thing that we know is that families love Washington, D.C. and the free and affordable activities that are available. And coming down to your Nationals Park and getting in the Christmas and holiday spirit is certainly a great thing to do. And you see the kids can bundle up and have a good time. I just walked past the village and I said, is this new? Because going to the village, you can also find some nice treats. We know that we're getting ready for winter break this coming week, and our kids are going to be home for the holidays. And so we want parents to go to DPR's website. We want parents to look at our museums and other activities that are free around the city to make sure that our young people are engaged. And we, of course, want them to come to Enchant, Washington, D.C. So you're going to hear from our leader of the Department of Parks and Recreation. But before I turn it over to Thenie Friedman, I want to just proclaim something very important in D.C., and that is that the Enchant Mystical Christmas Forest features thousands of sparkling lights from the North Pole, visits with Santa, and a walk-through story-themed maze. Enchant attracts more than 250,000 people to Nats Park and makes a very, very great contribution to our economy. Enchant captures the magic of the holiday season and builds social connections among DC residents. So, therefore, I proclaim the weeks of November 24th through December 31st, Enchant season in Washington, D.C. And so with that, Deanie Freeman from the Department of Parks and Rec.
Hello, everyone. So I am so excited to be here. My name is Deanie Freeman, and I proudly serve as the director of the DC Parks and Parks and Recreation. So let me tell you something funny, a true story. I said to Madam Mayor, Madam Mayor, we need to create a winter wonderland in DC. You know, because she's all about big ideas. And she looked at me and she said, we already have that. It's Enchant. Come up with something new. So I went back to the drawing board, and we came up with a teen break time. And so we know that when schools are closed and families still working, and people are, what am I going to do with my children? At DPR, we are excited about creating magical, memorable moments for multi-generational. When I came in today, Michelle, I met Savannah, right? So give it up for Savannah. Say hi to Savannah. And so this is an opportunity where mommy comes to work and Savannah can come. And then I look to the first baby, Miranda. Give it up for Miranda. Because this is an opportunity where mommy can come to work and the babies can come as well. And so over the Christmas break, we want to make sure that you all have an opportunity to come to places and spaces like this, and it's not a burden. So Arthur Capper in the House Recreation Center right up the street. We made sure that the children were bused here, and we're going to do it because December 28th is DPR Night Out at Enchant. Repeat with me, DPR Night Out at Enchant. One more time, DPR Night Out at Enchant. Put it on your calendar. Go to dpr.events to follow us. We're also going to have a pool party at Berry Farms Aquatic Center in the Great Ward 8. We're also going to do a glow skate party. We're also going to do a winter wonderland, but it'll be inflatable. It'll be there will not be 100 feet tree, Michelle, but we will have. Okay, thank you. So with all of that, I just want to thank you all for championing us always. DPR.events. There's always something for you and your family to do. I think with that, I'm going to turn it over to the Carol cheerleaders, and I think they're going to rock it out. Come on, Carol.
One, two, one. Go! Get! Hey! 2, 7, 8, 6! 1, 2, 3, it's 1, 2, yeah! You ain't seen nothing yet, the man is around. Look, this came to shut it down. 1, 2, 3, it's 1, 2, yeah! You ain't seen nothing yet, the man is around. Look, this came to shut it down. Believe Navidad! Let's go,
How's everybody doing? Give it up for the cheerleaders. Come on.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. That's right. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. We're ready to send and we're feeling with boughs of holly rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great night.